instinct, life, pain. Instinct, pain, dissatisfaction, fear of everything woke me up to say, stop it. If you're really afraid, why don't you challenge yourself? Why don't you take it to the extreme edge? You might just die. That's about the only thing, but that's going to happen anyway. So just go give it a shot. Yeah, basically an instinct rose from my stomach into my mind. Schizophrenic people hear stuff through their ears, so it wasn't audible, you know. It's obviously not a crazy thought. It's just the gut instinct that says, hey, approach that girl, or don't approach the girl. Go for that job, don't go for that job. It's that instinct you feel. Everyone feels it. It's quite normal. And it said, go to Melbourne, become a painter and be an artist. And, you know, experience life. Take drugs, have sex with everything that you want to have sex with. Live life. Live it, though. Don't pretend to live it. You know, don't be afraid of it. Don't just read books about it, but actually do it. Now, there's a risk involved in doing it. It's an extreme sport. But fuck, it's worth it. Damn it, it's worth it. I wouldn't change a single fucking thing now. Not, pardon me, my French. I wouldn't change one single thing. And all the dirty bits, I realised how shiny and beautiful they are. Without them, I would not have what I have now, which is a peace of mind where I'm not afraid to even let go of anything that exists around me. The illusion of reality. You can take this all away, take my life, and it wouldn't even freak me out. The only thing that does freak me out, like everyone else, is a bit of pain. It's like, hopefully that doesn't hurt. But the big one, the big D, hasn't even touched the sides now. It's weird. And that's all from believing in something. That's not, God didn't do it. The religion didn't do it. I did it. Weird. But something else helped me do it. It was like if everyone's ever taken a peyote, they'll understand. The cactus speaks to you in literal words. But those words and that voice are not yours, because you speak differently. You just sound different. It's more androgynous sounding. The bloody plant is androgynous, I tell you that. And it never speaks like I. It always says us or we. The things that reflect and annoy us are the things that we don't like about ourselves. Now, who admits that to themselves? I don't know who does that, but I admit that to myself, and it makes my life a little bit easier. At first it's harder, but then after a bunch of years, it's easier, you know. Takes a bunch of years though. And that's what people got to be prepared for. They've got to be prepared to work. And I think in our society, in this instant gratification, personality cult, blah, 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 the tools that are used are totally void of any real meaning. Because you Google something, you know something, do you remember it? That's the funny part. You give out your secrets on the computer to the whole world on your face, crack face or whatever the hell it's called, but you won't talk to a stranger on a tram because that's crazy, you know? It's bizarre how we've been divided and conquered to a degree, you know? But it's not fully going to work because people are waking up and people are realizing that there's a cog missing and the machine's not running well. No one knows more than you do. Everyone, we've all got it in here. It's just a matter of accessing it. Don't second guess yourself, and that's all you got. And that's it. Never second guess oneself. First mistake. And then we could blame the devil for it. What? Because we got lust and need an experience. It's ridiculous. Why blame something else when you're letting it happen? And you know you're letting it happen because it feels good. And then you chastise yourself afterwards. Oh, they used to whip themselves in there or whatever. To me, that's funny. To punish yourself after you've just done something. How come our spiritual leaders have become, like say Catholic Church, for example, it's holier than thou that they have to have sex with innocents, only two. Because they feel so fucking good about themselves, they need something pure. If you ask me, that's the devil. I can see the devil doing that. Taking something pure and turning it into something not pure. That is not human behavior. Far from it, actually. And they only feel bad when they get busted. It's like all of us feel bad when we get busted. Until we get busted, we're up to no good. And we've got our doors closed, no one's looking. We're happy. so much of our society is based on this cursed personality thing, this ego, that to the point where you have certain things, and if you obviously use them, it's too obvious. Like if you've got good looks and you can just use that and good fashion sense to get somewhere in life and actually believe your own myth, you're an idiot, basically. Total idiot. Anyone can do that. You're basically using the tools you were given. I like to make things difficult for myself personally and still try and get there. Like it's easy for a woman, say, someone to fall in love with me when I've got it all organised and I'm together and I say the right things and I don't challenge them and just keep them happy and I have enough money, security. Easy, but how easy is it for someone to love me now when I live in a small apartment, do my art in the same apartment, question reality constantly? It's not easy for me. I drive myself crazy, let alone imagine someone else. Like, I would leave. You know, I'd be like, oh God, you're doing my head in, I'd leave. So that's how you find love. It doesn't leave you if it's meant to be there. Simple, just be yourself. Never change for anyone. If they love you, they love you. If they don't, well, they'll walk away. It's so simple. If you don't judge yourself, nothing else is going to judge you. We create our own demise and fortunes by believing we're worthy or not. Yeah. I've never wanted to have everything because I knew that my ego would be too satisfied, and then when I didn't have something I'd be very sad. Now that's kind of logical, isn't it? But it's also saying you're just afraid of not losing. Well, yeah, I'm afraid of taking illusions as a serious thing, like a material illusion or comfort. I am, because I know it's an illusion. I don't want to take it seriously. So I prefer not having. So when my mum's worried about me, than I do to having everything, living on credit, you know, but still paying for my food with a credit card, working in a job I hate, just to make money. Every time I have a job, $20 an hour, whatever, you know, I run myself into the ground. Why? I feel like I'm wasting my time. Hour by hour, I'd stand at the counter thinking of everything but what I need to be thinking about. If I'm doing that, imagine how many others are doing the same thing, and they do it all their lives, and then they pay off their house, and then they drop dead just because they quit their job because they've got nothing to do. Because we're all ready, so many of us, and we feel like we're going crazy. We're not. We're just feeling more. Men and women. Women are empowering themselves, turning nasty. Men are getting all soft and wussy. The point is, that's our first reaction. After a year or two of that, it evolves to power. Our vulnerabilities are our power, man. When you think about it, our weaknesses are actually our strengths, if you really think about it. I think it's the ego that starts to believe in itself and thinks it's better than someone else. People just want to be told that they're worth it. Given a little bit of friggin' attention, that's all. It's not much. And how long? It takes ages to figure that out. 20 years? Just to figure out someone wanted a hug? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And that's lucky. 20 years is lucky to achieve any kind of close representation of an enlightened state. That's no time at all, human terms. 20 years is nothing. I feel like it's 2 years, man. You can achieve in 10 years a lifetime's worth.
Graduating Earth is a media platform providing education, awareness and insight for those seeking answers to enlightenment, spiritual teachings and life purpose as we move forward in these awakening times of soul development. Contact us at Graduating Earth on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Graduating Earth is created by Andre Lacoste. All videos are free to use and distribute.